Spoiler alert, the F38 TreeRoot is in fact the better tripod. However, I do believe that there will still be a better choice for some people to get this Ulanzi one over the TreeRoot. And we're gonna go over all that here today. Now I do wanna say that I did pay for this tripod myself. I was given this tripod in a giveaway by Ulanzi for this original Ulanzi F38. So neither one of these have been sent to me for review, but this is gonna be like my daily driver, spoiler alert. And you'll see why. I'll probably start using this for real estate as well, and probably retire my other tripod, where this one will just be kind of sitting around as like a backup and a second string, because it still is a really good tripod. And I'll start with the two ways the Ulanzi beats out the Falcam tripod. And first is the closed, packed up height. You can see that the Ulanzi is definitely smaller. See, the TreeRoot is 2.5 inches longer in its packed up height, and the Ulanzi is also lighter. It comes in at 2.4 pounds, where this TreeRoot comes in at 3.3 pounds. But when you hold them next to each other, you don't really feel too much. I can't really tell which one is heavier than the other. I can just clearly tell this one's slightly smaller. For some, just those two things will matter a whole lot. And in those cases, those people should go for the Ulanzi over the Falcam. But for everyone else that cares more about how you use your tripod, you're gonna want the Falcam TreeRoot Pro. First of all, we wanna go over the latches on these tripods. And you have the biggest difference, of course, is the Ulanzi has got these flip latches. Now, I loved the flip latches over the twist knobs all day long, but in this case now, I don't believe I do anymore, and let me explain. So we have the Ulanzi here, and you have the latches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you extend them out. All right, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, extend, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got this, pull them out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I've always liked the idea of the twist latches better, but the older ones, you had to twist them forever and spin them. However, with these new Falcam ones, they've got this like 1/3 quick lock system. So you unlock them really easy. You pull this all out, and it goes literally from here to here, and it's locked. So one-handed, quickly turn all these, extend them, lock, lock, and lock. And it's just that easy. Whew, man, I'm gonna knock something out in this room here. But I'll do the same thing again. Twist, twist, and it's just so much faster, seriously. So I don't think that is a big deterrent anymore, the twist locks versus the flip locks. And personally, I actually have started to really like the twist locks with this tripod. As you can see, I mean, you barely have to twist them anymore, and it's ready to go. This twist lock is just easier, more natural. The old twist locks took way too long. The flip locks seem faster, but this quarter turn is genius, and it makes it so much better. So let's talk about the actual legs. Now, when Ulanzi came out with this tripod, they were trying to clearly mimic another company, the Peak Design travel tripod. And I gotta hand it to them for doing so, because they made a product that was, in my opinion, better and a lot cheaper. But when you look at this, it's not nearly as smooth design as the Peak Design was. It's as portable, but you can see these three legs, there's like gaps in between them. The legs are circular, which make it a lot stronger design than the Peak Design was, but it's just never as smooth as the Peak Design travel tripod. So with this new design, it's way, way smoother. And as you can see, the half hexagon that kind of like folds into itself while the tops are nice and rounded. But what's really nice is when these legs extend. So you see when they extend, they're circular inside, which allows it to be very stable, and the design is just so brilliant. I thought the Ulanzi was pretty solid, but when you compare these two now, the Falcam is just a tank. It is super sturdy. This, and the legs are a little bit wider on the Falcam versus the Ulanzi. They fold out a little bit longer, which even makes it more stable. The strength and the smooth design of this tripod is just super nice. And for sure, it feels more like a pro tripod versus the Ulanzi. And one thing I did miss, I'm not sure if you saw this, but this have 3 twisty knobs where the Ulanzi has 4 latches. So right away there, you have a quicker teardown, and with the 1/3 twist, just makes it a lot easier. Now we're going to be getting into the center column of these two tripods, and that differs quite a lot as well. The Falcam is just a solid piece of metal right here, and it's a triangular design. And one of the things the center columns really help with is shooting low angles to the ground, where the Ulanzi, you can't really shoot low angles to the ground because the head doesn't detach. So like the only way to get this off is if you unscrew the head, screw this right here, you can pull this out and flip it, but you can't get really super low to the ground because this is literally as low as the tripod goes because you can't take this head off. It looks like there's a spot to like unscrew this, but I really haven't found a way to do so. And even if it was possible, I wouldn't take the time to do it, but it doesn't look like that's actually possible. So this is like stuck here with this tripod head. With the Falcam, they've got a really neat solution here. So look how quick it is to detach this center column. Literally just go boink, off. They got this like quick release option, so now you can just like push the center column down, put the head in, utilize the ability. This is just brilliant. Look how easy it is for me to attach and detach it. We'll snap it back in again, lock it in place, push up, flip it, off. So I got this head off, and I can just slide this down, whoop, take the center column out, and I can put the head back on, and now it's allows it to be super low to the ground because there's nothing. And these legs got 3 levels here. Quickly just and boom, you can have super low shots to the ground. It's just super awesome. And I might actually now utilize this because it's a lot easier and quicker. But speaking of quick release, let's talk about the best features of this Falcam Pro. Now, to lock your camera in with the F38 tripod, they have this awesome, the best F38 plate, which is the best mount ever. I'm just gonna say it right now. I use it, I've switched over, I love it. It's so simple. You can just take your camera and slide it in. It's just that easy, you're done. And yes, I love it. But Falcam did an even better one with this new tripod. Check this out. It's a special drop-in plate. So literally, I can just drop it in from the top and it snaps in, just that easy. But what is the nice thing about this thing is that it's a universal Arca quick release drop-in. So whatever Arca style plate you have, whether it's the F38, the Peak Design, the PGY Tech, or maybe even an Arca plate at the bottom of your camera cage, and I just sold my other camera cage, so I have no way of showing it to you, but no matter what type of Arca plate you have, it's just a one-click drop in and it just snaps right in. I love this design. This was brilliant, so brilliant. Blink, drop in, unlock it. It's just that easy. See, it's got this like rail system here. You can put in any Arca, so the plate goes in the middle, but you can also have like a rail Arca on the side. Anything that's Arca Swiss is a clip snap into place. even if it has a rail system in a cage. And with the TreeRoot 38 Pro, everything is universal. This ball head is just as great as the Ulanzi because it has the pan, the latch, that allows you to go vertical. However, with this F38 Pro, it also has like a dampening system, so you can make your ball head very loose or have it very tight. I never had a tripod with a dampening system. And you can see you loosen this and it makes this ball head really loose, and you can tighten it up and it can pretty much stay in place. When it's as tight as it goes, it pretty much just stays there. You don't even have to, you could technically not even loosen or tighten the ball head to have it stay, depending on your camera, obviously. But with this super light camera, it just stays. I wouldn't need it to lock this thing in place. That's the dampening system. It's pretty cool. So just for fun, they threw in a few more things for your tripod. You got some airy pins on the side, which you also have on the other F38. But the other accessories you have on the side, which the other one does not have, is an F22 quick release plate. It's built into the system, so you can use their F22 quick release mount on the side of the tripod. Even the spike feet, they're brilliant. They thought of everything. These you can unscrew and put your spikes in, but you gotta like go find them, and I don't even know where I put them. They're probably still sitting in the box somewhere. But they got these built in, the spikes. For the first time you open them, it's pretty hard. And there you go. Spikes built in, and then whenever you're done, you just put this back on and snap it in. No more need to like unscrew them and screw them back in, and I might actually use the spikes now. And there's also these like little bits here that you can like mount and hang a quick release style like strap, either the Peak Design or Falcam, which also makes their own sweet little like magnetic ones that I never really thought I would trust, but they actually work pretty well. But either way, you can use this to quick release some straps. So they got one here, and then they got little doohickeys on each end of this. This is brilliant. And then I put my, quick release things there. Take my strap, attach it to here, and then when I'm walking around all day, I can have my tripod on just like a little strap if I wanted to, and just like, so I don't have to hold it all day or have it on the back of my backpack if I'm trying to go for like a really light setup, or if you don't have any mounts on your shoulder bag or whatever to put a tripod, you could just use your quick release straps and put it in a camera strap that you have and just hang your tripod on here. Now that is super brilliant. No case needed. It's stuff like this where the people that designed this tripod knew what they were doing and they actually use tripods. And lastly, of course, I probably should compare the cases. Like the case in this F38 is way more padded. It's, the strap's built into the actual bag, whereas like this, the Ulanzi one, it's somewhat padded, but not nearly as thick. It does come with a little strap that you have to attach, or you can just leave it off. I mean, I never really use the bags anyway. I would say for sure this tripod is definitely more refined than the F38. But at the end of the day, you might still be interested in the F38 if you care more about the price and the slightly more portable design. But this Falcam is now my new favorite tripod. I'm super excited to see what they can come out with next. Falcam, if you're watching this and you do come out with something else, hit me up. Maybe even I can compare it to this older model. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not sure what you could possibly do to make this better, but I'm open to seeing. You guys got some clever minds over there. You probably could amaze me. So, okay, let me know down in the comments below which one you're gonna get. So comment, like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube-y things. And you guys know that I will see you in the future. This is just a brilliant design. Genius minds thinking, like, man, I didn't go over the pricing of this thing. It definitely was not cheap. Oh well. Good camera gear is not cheap.